How terrifying is the seventh level civilization? If humanity steps into a seventh level civilization, how will life change? Back in 1964, this Soviet astronomer Nikolai Kardashev came up with this cool idea about ranking alien civilizations by how much energy they could control. Basically, the more cosmic juice a civilization can tap into, the higher their level. First up, you've got a Type 0 civilization, the lowest rung. These guys are all about using the natural resources of their home planet, like oil, gas, and trees. Launching rockets, they rely on tons of chemical fuel. Type 0 civilizations are stuck on their own planet. Scientists figure that with where we're at right now, humanity's around a 0.72. To even reach a Type 1 civilization, it'll take us at least hundreds of years. A Type 1 civilization is called a planetary civilization. These folks can not only use all their planet's resources efficiently, but they've also got nuclear fusion under control. They can even mess with the weather and natural disasters if they want, and say goodbye to fossil fuels. Type 1 civilizations run on clean energy, so global warming is a non-issue. Plus, get this, in the medical field, they've made huge leaps. They can cure most diseases, and people might live to be around 150 years old. Maybe everyone retires after hitting 100? Also, Type 1 rockets aren't powered by chemicals anymore. It's all about plasma propulsion and nuclear fusion engines. These engines can easily hit those super fast cosmic velocities. So humans start tinkering with Venus and Mars, trying to make them livable. And around this time, we probably discover other civilizations out there. They might even seem like a threat. So we urgently stop sending signals out into space and maybe even try to intercept those Voyager probes that have left the solar system. It'll take humanity at least 3,000 years to fully reach Type 1. Next up is a Type 2 civilization, a stellar civilization. In our solar system, the sun is the big kahuna, making up almost all the mass. Once a Type 1 civilization maxes out its planet, the star is the next obvious energy target. But how do you even use a star? That's the big question. Back in the 60s, physicist Freeman Dyson proposed this idea of a spherical energy source. By building a massive structure around the star, you could grab most, if not all, of its energy. But think about it, that's a crazy big project. To build a Dyson sphere, you'd need more material than the entire solar system has. Plus, the sun's gravity would probably tear it apart. But in 2015, space telescopes spotted this star in Cygnus, whose brightness kept changing weirdly. This made scientists wonder if it could be a Dyson sphere. See, if a star was wrapped in one, its brightness would dim and flicker. Humans probably wouldn't build a complete Dyson sphere right away. They might start with a Dyson ring or a Dyson cloud. Once we master this, the energy crisis would be a distant memory. And not only that, a Type 2 civilization would start seriously looking into interstellar travel, prepping for the next level. It'll take humanity at least tens of thousands of years to reach Type 2. Then you've got a Type 3 civilization, a galactic civilization. These guys are super powerful. They'd use the tech from Type 2 to basically control their entire galaxy. The whole galaxy is like their backyard. They can tap into all the star resources and even mine stuff around black holes. With civilizations spreading out this much, interstellar wars would probably be a common thing. Plus, Type 3 civilizations might have figured out immortality. They could be using memory storage and transferring consciousness to new bodies to live forever. That's a mind bender. But even at Type 3, they might not have figured out faster than light travel. Their main way to get around galaxies might still be through wormholes. It'll take humanity at least 1 million years to reach Type 3. Type 4 civilization jumps up to interstellar civilization. Hitting this level means you've officially joined the cosmic big leagues. Their influence could spread across the universe. They could have networks that detect and communicate with all sorts of galaxies, maybe even label them. Just using stars for energy wouldn't cut it anymore. To get even more juice, they might start messing with neutron stars. These are the super dense leftovers of collapsed stars. When they collapse to their limit, they can explode in incredibly powerful supernovas. The energy released in one of those is like the energy a star puts out over billions of years. So, harvesting supernova energy would be way more efficient than just using regular stars. With this kind of power, creating artificial universes might even be possible, and they could use wormholes to reach the edges of the universe. And when they try to go beyond, they might find themselves on the other side, realizing the universe is constantly expanding in an infinite cycle. Type 5 civilization is also called a dimensional civilization, or maybe a multidimensional space-shifting civilization. At this stage, they can travel across dimensions. They could hop between planets, galaxies, and even whole universes in different dimensions, and they could use the resources from these different dimensions to fuel themselves. Creating life itself is a big sign of a Type 5 civilization. And not only that, they probably merge artificial intelligence with their own civilization, pushing both to their absolute limits. On a spiritual level, they might reach crazy new heights, maybe even uploading their consciousness to some vast network. Everyone could just download any knowledge they need. And Type 5 civilizations aren't satisfied with just supernova energy anymore. They might have the tech to compress stars into neutron stars on demand. No need to go hunting for rare ones. Plus, they might start pulling energy from inside black holes, the most powerful and terrifying things in the universe. Supernovas would look like firecrackers compared to that. Type 6 civilizations are also known as parallel universe civilizations. These guys have totally mastered all the physical laws of the universe and can use them however they want. Only a few civilizations might ever reach this level. Distance and dimension are no longer a problem. They could even travel through space using dark energy. Type 6 civilizations could open tunnels to parallel universes, discovering hyperspace beyond our own universe. They could see nothingness in these parallel universes and even create their own. The life of a Type 6 civilization might involve the interaction of energy and matter in ways we can't even imagine. You could say a Type 6 civilization is basically all-powerful in the universe, like a god. Finally, the 7th level civilization. This is called the Creator civilization. No civilization might ever actually reach this level because it's basically the one who made it all. It's the author of all the laws of nature. A Type 7 civilization created all the matter in the universe, created the universe itself, like we light a candle. In a 7th level civilization, all life might come together as one. They could think as individuals and as a collective. They might not exist in a way we understand, but they're still there. They could be in hyperspace, observing all life in every parallel universe, maybe even occasionally nudging a civilization's evolution. Maybe they're watching us right now. You could say a 7th level civilization is a truly terrifying existence because their power is beyond our comprehension. For humans, even hitting Type 1 seems like a huge challenge, let alone the civilizations beyond, like parallel universe civilizations. Scientists estimate there are around 2 trillion galaxies in the universe. That's more than grains of sand on Earth. How many civilizations are out there? We have no idea. But the fact that we exist at all is a mystery in itself. Thinking about the logic of civilization development helps us understand ourselves better and maybe even figure out our own future. So you watching this, what level of civilization do you think humanity will eventually reach?